This video was actually inspired by my dog a little bit. You can hear in the back shadow. He made me think about one of my favorite breathing exercises to do, one of my favorite yogic breathing exercises. So here's the thing. If your abdominal muscles are tight, then it's going to add unnecessary weight to your voice. It's going to make you feel like your voice is dragging. It's going to make your upper register feel harder to get into. Now, I want to be really clear because people say, well, I'm not supposed to have abs. Having visible abs and having chronically locked abdominal muscles are not the same thing. So if your abs are visible, that has more to do with how much or little abdominal fat you have and how well developed those muscles are. It's fine to have visible abs, but visible abs need to be able to move for singing. So we don't want to be like, just spilling out at the abs, but we need our abs to be released enough to move in response to the voice. I'm just being voice teachery, but I get my peaches out in Georgia, yeah, that's it. Girl, I know this might seem strange, but let me, whatever the case may be. Whatever the singing may be, the belly needs to be able to move. If you're locked tight and the abs are just stuck in place, not only is that not good for your abdominal wall, it's not good for your diaphragm, it's not good for your psoas, it's not good for your voice, because you're locking that flow of breath. So Kapalavati is an exercise in which we exhale through the nose and allow the inhale to simply be a recoil or an echo of the exhale. So what I mean by that is I'm focusing on this way, and then I just let the breath come back to me. I exhale, and then I just let the breath come back to me. I exhale, and then I just let the breath come back to me. So I'm not sucking the air in, I'm allowing myself, I'm talking now, when I shut up, I'm just gonna soften and allow the breath to come back to me. Now, we can gradually pick up the pace. And what you should start to notice is that not only does the breath come back to you, but it will start to open up the rib cage. So it won't strictly be a belly thing. It'll start to broaden the chest wall and the side ribs as well. And each exhalation kind of hoists me up because my abdominal muscles are moving. Now, one way that I see that a lot of people mess this up, especially if you take in yoga classes in like the US, is that a lot of you will tighten up your abs. So you go and you'll tighten them up. That's defeating the purpose, especially for singing. We need the abdominal muscles to move in response to the breath and to our voice. So just like if you can imagine laughing, or you don't have to imagine it, you could do it. If you laugh or if you cough, the abdominal muscles just move. So our job is not so much to force them to move, but to learn how to step out of the way so that we can allow this response to happen. We typically inhibit it due to constantly clenching our abdominal muscles. Sorry, he's distracting me. I hope he's not as loud to you as he is for me. But if we're constantly clenching our abdominal muscles, we're weakening that connection between voice and abdomen. So am I asking you to just be and just be spilled out at the belly all day? No, that's not the point. Your abdominal muscles should respond to the inhale and to the exhale. That transversus action, the transversus abdominis, the muscles that corset us in and lift us in and up, should work, but they have to be allowed to work in response to the breath and to the voice. Because otherwise they're kind of worthless for singing specifically. So remember, if your abs are locked tight chronically all the time, you're tying boulders to your voice. You're tying unnecessary weight. So take the time to play with that. You might be surprised at how you sound after just 3 minutes of it. Listen to your body. Lightheadedness means pause. Don't push through. If you feel lightheaded, take a break. Nothing should hurt. And if your heart rate starts, increasing rapidly or something, then definitely stop. But do it at a pace that makes sense. But the exhalations are quick and pulsed, and just play with it.